Do you realize that the first 60 seconds after you open your eyes this morning were the most dangerous moments of your entire life? You think that waking up is just a biological process. You think that your first thoughts are just a reaction to the alarm clock or the sun hitting your face. You are wrong. You are being spiritually retarded. Those first 60 seconds are when the gate of the day is wide open and your subconscious mind is sitting there like a piece of wet clay, waiting to be shaped. And most of you, 99% of you, spend those 60 seconds literally engraving a curse into your own forehead. You say 3 specific words that act like spiritual cyanide. They poison your Mazal before you even put your feet on the floor. They ensure that by noon, you are exhausted, by 3 o'clock you are frustrated, and by the time you go to bed, you are once again wondering why you are broke, stuck, and miserable. I am Rabbi Boaz. For 40 years, I have studied the architecture of the morning. I have lived in the hidden texts of the Kabbalah that describe how the infinite light tries to reach the earth every single day, and how most people build a wall of judgment around themselves before they even brush their teeth. My grandfather was a man who could look at a person's face at 8:00 a.m. and tell you exactly how much money they would lose by 5 p.m. He understood that the morning is the seed. If you curse the seed, you are a fool to expect a harvest. I am finished watching you sabotage your own potential. I am finished watching you act like a slave to circumstance when you were born to be a master of reality. Today, I am going to expose the 3 words that a Jew who understands the secret of the throne never says when they wake up. I am going to explain the spiritual physics of why these words ruin your day before it starts, how they short-circuit your parnassah, and the exact first light decree you must use starting tomorrow morning if you want to force the universe to pay you what you are worth. This is not self-help. This is frequency warfare. Before we go any further, I need to know if you are awake or if you are still a spiritual zombie. If you are ready to reconstruct your Mazal and stop the vocal suicide you commit every morning, hit that like button right now. And I want you to go to the comments and type these 4 words. I command my morning. Do it now. If you are too lazy to type 4 words, you are too lazy to handle the millions of dollars that are currently blocked because of your big mouth. This is a test of your discipline. Type it now. Let's get one thing straight. My competitors, like Rabbi Shayan or Rabbi Morai, will tell you to be grateful or to think positive. They are playing spiritual kindergarten with you. They want you to feel good. I don't care if you feel good. I care if you are effective. I care if your vessel is strong enough to hold a fortune. You have been dumb with your energy for years, following the logic of the masses. And the masses are broke. If you want the life of the 1%, you must stop speaking the language of the 99%. The first word you must never say when you wake up is still. I am still tired. It's still raining. I am still broke. When you use the word still, you are committing spiritual stagnation. In the Kabbalah, there is a concept called hit chadishut, which means constant renewal. The sages teach that the Creator renews the work of creation every single day. Every morning is a blank canvas. Every morning is a global reset. But when you use the word still, you are dragging the corpse of yesterday into the sanctuary of today. You are telling the universe that your reality is static. You are fixing your problems in time. You are effectively saying, Master of the universe, don't bother creating anything new for me today because I am committed to my old misery. You are clogging the pipes of your inflow with the mud of your own observation. I had a student named Eli. Eli was a high-level sales executive. He was working hard, but his numbers were flat for 2 years. He came to me and said, Rabbi, I'm doing the work, but I'm still not seeing the big contracts. I told him, Eli, the problem isn't the market. The problem is that word sitting in your mouth. Every morning you wake up and you audit your lack. You say, I'm still at this level. You are voting for your ceiling every day. I made him remove still from his morning vocabulary. I told him to replace it with until. I am preparing my vessel until the overflow manifests. Until implies a countdown. Until implies that the change is already in motion and is simply in transit. Within 14 days, Eli closed a deal that was 3 times larger than his previous record. He didn't change his strategy, he changed his frequency. If you are using the word still to describe your life, you are a vandal of your own future. The second word you must never say when you wake up is busy. I have such a busy day. I'm so busy I can't breathe. It's going to be a busy one. You think busy is a badge of honor. You think it makes you sound important, productive, and successful. I am telling you that busy is the language of the slave. In the Hebrew language, the word for work that is holy and creative is milacha, but the word for slavery or burden is avodah zara. When you say you are busy, you are telling your subconscious mind that you are overwhelmed. You are declaring that you are no longer the master of your time, but the victim of your schedule. Busy is a frequency of chaos. And wealth, real, sustainable, Jewish wealth, requires seed or order. Money does not flow into chaos, it flows into structure. When you wake up and decree a busy day, you are inviting the angel of distraction to mess with your focus. You are telling the heavens, I don't have the capacity for anything else. And the universe says, fine. And it stops sending you the billion-dollar idea because you told it you were too busy to handle it. A billionaire never says he is busy. He says he is focused, or he says his day is structured. Busy implies that the world is happening to you. Focused implies that you are happening to the world. If you wake up and complain about being busy, you are essentially asking for anxiety. You are engraving the vibration of a hamster on a wheel into your nervous system. Stop being dumb with your self-perception. You are not a victim of a calendar. You are a governor of resources. The third word you must never say when you wake up is tired. I am so tired. I didn't get enough sleep. I'm tired. This is the frequency of decay. When you say you are tired the moment you wake up, you are insulting the gift of life. You are telling the source of energy that the battery he just recharged for you is faulty. In our tradition, the first thing we say when we open our eyes is the Mod'Ani. I give thanks before you, that you have returned my soul to me with mercy. We acknowledge that we have been re-anointed for a new mission. But most of you skip the anointing and go straight to the complaining. By saying, I'm tired, you are contracting your vessel. You are telling your cells to slow down. You are inviting the klipo, the negative shells of lethargy, to wrap around your mind. And here is the economic truth. A tired soul cannot recognize an opportunity. A tired mind cannot execute a high-level strategy. When you decree your own fatigue, you are auditing yourself out of the market. You are telling the universe you are inactive. I once knew a man who was always tired. He had every gadget, every supplement, and every biohack known to man. But every morning, the first word out of his mouth was tired. He was spiritually malnourished. He was trying to fix a soul leak with a vitamin pill. I told him, you aren't tired. You are uninspired. You have no vision, so you have no vibration. I made him replace tired with awake. Not just physically awake, but spiritually alert. Tomorrow morning, if you say the word tired, you are signing a contract with poverty. Because poverty loves the slumbering. It loves the heavy. It loves the weak. Now, Listen to me very carefully because the next 60 seconds of this video will determine if you actually possess the metabolic discipline to change your life, or if you are just another collector of information who will die with a head full of facts and a pocket full of lint. You know the 3 words of death: still, busy, and tired. But knowing the poison is useless if you don't have the antidote. You need a first-minute protocol. You need to understand that the moment your eyelids part, you are in a state of war. You are fighting for the sovereignty of your own mind before the vultures of the marketplace can start scavenging your energy. Step 1 of the first-minute protocol: the forbidden device. If the first thing you do when you wake up is reach for that piece of glowing glass on your nightstand, your phone, you have already handed your throne to a stranger. You are being spiritually reckless. When you check your notifications, your emails, or the news in the first minute of your day, you are allowing the outside world to dictate your internal frequency. You are starting your day in reaction mode. You are a slave waiting for instructions from your master. A master of wealth never looks at their phone until they have first commanded their own light. My grandfather used to say that a man who touches his phone before he touches his soul is a man who will always be chasing the market and never leading it. If you do this tomorrow morning, I want you to remember my voice. You are auditing yourself for failure. You are telling the master of the treasury that you don't trust your own vision, so you need to see what everyone else is doing first. Step 2. The anchor. Before you speak a single word, you must sit up and place your feet flat on the floor. In the Kabbalah, there is a concept called Malkut, the kingdom. It is the realm of manifestation. By putting your feet on the ground, you are grounding the circuit. You are telling the spiritual world, I am here, I am present, I are ready to govern this physical territory. Now, let us discuss the replacement decrees. These are the codes of inflow that must replace the poverty vibration in your mouth. If you don't have the sacred script in your mind, the old dumb script will automatically play. The first replacement decree, to kill the word still. It is in transit. When your mind tries to say, I am still broke, you must cut it off mid-syllable. You say, the provision for my current project is in transit. The manifestation is currently aligning with my vessel. This is not delusion. This is faith, emunah, in its highest technological form. Emunah is not hope. It is the spiritual certainty that the cause has already been set in motion and the effect is inevitable. When you say in transit, you are keeping the valve open. You are lubricating the pipes of your parnasa. You are acting like a chief executive who knows the shipment is on the way, even if he doesn't see the truck yet. The second replacement decree, to kill the word busy. I am ordered. The word order, cedar, is the secret of the universe. The master of the universe did not create chaos. He created a system. When you say, I am busy, you are admitting your system has crashed. When you say, I am ordered, or my day is structured, you are invoking the force of Bina, divine understanding. You are telling your subconscious mind that there is a time and place for everything. This lowers your cortisol, clears your third eye, and allows you to see the profit that is hidden in the gaps of your schedule. A busy person misses the million-dollar call because their ears are full of noise. An ordered person hears it because they have created silence. The third replacement decree, to kill the word tired. I am reanointed. This is the most powerful decree of all. Every morning, the Creator returns your soul to you. This is a sacred loan. If you call yourself tired, you are defaulting on the loan. Instead, you must say, I am reanointed for the mission of today. My vessel is refreshed and expanded for the work of the King. This triggers the release of what the sages call or chadash, new light. You are literally commanding your biological system to generate a different kind of current. You are engraving the frequency of vitality into your nervous system. If you say this with enough kavanah, intention, you will feel a heat in your chest. That heat is your Mazal waking up. Now, I need to speak to the 5% of you who are actually awake. Some of you are feeling a deep conviction right now. You realize that your life is a mess because your morning is a disaster. You realize that you have been dumb with your most valuable currency, your first 60 minutes of consciousness. You want to change, but you know that you are weak. You know that after this video ends, you will likely drift back into your lazy habits. This is exactly why I put together the Mazal reconstruction. Listen to me. This video is just the entry gate, but the ebook is the inner sanctum. I am not interested in fans who just watch me and say, "Nice video, Rabbi." I am looking for partners in abundance. I am looking for people who are ready to perform a systemic reset on their entire bloodline. In the Mazal reconstruction, I don't give you religious stories. I give you spiritual schematics. I show you the 7-letter morning inscription, the exact Hebrew code you must visualize on your forehead the moment you open your eyes to shatter the poverty klipot of the night. I reveal the Midnight Gateway ritual, the specific 12 a.m. protocol to pre-order your blessings for the next business day. I expose the 10 spiritual leaks, the habits in your bathroom and kitchen that are literally siphoning your income while you sleep. Most of you have 3 of these leaks active right now. I give you the Ma'aser reconstruction logic, how to calculate your tithing so it acts as a legal binding contract that the angel of loss cannot touch. The link is in the description and pinned in the first comment. If you think the price is expensive, then you are still spiritually retarded. You will spend that same money on a toxic coffee and a disposable lunch that will be gone by tonight. You are telling the universe that your legacy is worth less than a sandwich, and the universe will treat you with that same lack of respect. The reconstructors are already clicking the link. The beggars are still waiting for a free tip. Which one are you? Stop being cheap with your destiny. Now back to the first minute. Do you understand that in the Hebrew tradition, the day does not begin in the morning? It begins at sunset. And there was evening and there was morning, one day. This means that your morning ritual actually begins the night before. If you go to sleep in a state of anxiety, watching trash on television or arguing with your spouse, you are infecting the next day's harvest before it even sprouts. You are cursing the ground while you sleep. A master of wealth uses the transition of the sun to seal his gains and clear his vessel. Tonight, I want you to perform a nighttime audit. Before your head touches the pillow, you must look at your day and identify every time you use the words still, busy, or tired. You are going to perform the debt of the tongue ritual. For every poverty word you spoke today, you will take 1 coin, even a penny, and put it in a separate box. This is your self-imposed fine. You are telling your subconscious mind that dumb speech is expensive. By making your laziness cost you physical capital, you will force your brain to wake up and guard its vocabulary. Now, let us discuss the vocal mirror technique. Most of you are spiritually blind to the fact that the atmosphere around you is not empty space. It is a recording device. The Zohar teaches that every word spoken in this world creates a sound form that remains in your environment. If you wake up and mutter the words still, busy, or tired, you are literally painting your bedroom with the frequency of failure. You are living in a gallery of curses that you created yourself. The vocal mirror means that for every word you speak, the universe reflects back a circumstance. If you say, "I am tired," the universe reflects back an interruption that makes you even more exhausted. If you say, "I am busy," the universe reflects back a chaos that steals your remaining time. You are caught in a feedback loop of lack, and the only way to break the glass is to change the vibration of your first 60 seconds. But let us go deeper into the root of the infection. I am talking about the 3 forbidden bedroom words that kill your parnassa before you even wake up. These are the words most of you speak to your spouse or yourself right before you close your eyes. If the morning is the seed, the night is the soil. If the soil is toxic, the seed will rot. The first forbidden bedroom word is tomorrow. I'll handle it tomorrow. We'll talk about the finances tomorrow. I'll start the reconstruction tomorrow. In the world of the hidden wisdom, tomorrow is the language of the grave. The Hebrew word for tomorrow, machar, is connected to the word for price or transaction. When you push a vital action to tomorrow, you are selling your current power for a future debt. You are telling the master of the treasury that you are not a man of action, but a man of excuses. A billionaire never says tomorrow for a task that requires presence. They understand that now is the only frequency that the infinite can reach. If you decree tomorrow from your bed, you wake up with a spirit of procrastination already sitting on your chest. You have already delayed your own breakthrough. You must replace this with, the preparation is complete now. The second forbidden bedroom word is bills. Most of you have a retarded habit of discussing your debts, your expenses, and your bills right before you go to sleep. You think you are being responsible. I am telling you that you are infecting your subconscious mind with the vibration of a debtor. The sages teach that the state of your mind during the transition of sleep determines which treasury your soul visits during the night. If you are focused on bills, your soul stays trapped in the realm of lack. You wake up with the logic of a slave because that is where you spent your night. A master of wealth never speaks of debt in the bedroom. They speak of assets and inflows. They focus on the harvest, not the tax. If you must handle the bills, do it in your office at 2 p.m. Never bring the angel of debt into your place of rest. The third forbidden bedroom word is maybe. Maybe it will work out. Maybe the market will shift. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe is the oxygen of doubt. As I taught you before, doubt is amaleke. When you use the word maybe, you are telling the universe that you are double-minded. And the Talmud is clear. A double-minded man receives nothing. Maybe is a leaking valve. It tells the heavens that your vessel is not sealed with bitachon, certainty. If you aren't sure, why should the universe be sure about you? You must replace maybe with it is decreed. Speak with the authority of a governor, not the hesitation of a beggar. Listen to me, we are reaching the final reconstruction of this session. You have been given the schematic of the tongue. You know the 3 words to kill in the morning and the 3 words to banish from the bedroom. You have the gargle ritual and the midnight breath decree. But I know you. I know how dumb the human ego is. You are currently looking for a reason to dismiss this. You are thinking, is it really this simple? It is simple, but it is not easy. It requires a level of metabolic discipline that most of you don't possess. You are addicted to your own complaining. You find comfort in being a victim. You would rather stay broke and right about how hard life is than be rich and wrong about your old excuses. I am looking for the 1% who are ready to slay their old selves. This is why I created the Mazal reconstruction. If you think this video was intense, you have no idea what is waiting for you in the ebook. I am talking about systemic wealth engineering. In the Mazal reconstruction, I reveal the midnight gateway ritual, the exact 12 a.m. protocol to force the spiritual banks to release your funds. This is the heavy artillery of Parnassa. I show you the 7 levels of the Geniza, how to organize your home so it becomes a legal stronghold for your income. I give you the alphabet of the harvest, how to write your financial goals in the sacred script so they are engraved into the fabric of your reality. I expose the 3 silent vultures, the habits in your kitchen and bathroom that are literally scavenging your profit while you sleep. The link is in the description and pinned in the first comment. Stop being greedy for free content and stingy with your own transformation. The price of the book is a filter. It is there to keep the lazy people away from me. I only want the reconstructors. Every day you spend without this knowledge is a day you are stealing from your children's future. You are being spiritually retarded if you continue to guess how Mazal works when the blueprint is sitting right in front of you. Click the link. Get the book. Start the reconstruction tonight. Now, let us conclude with the 30-day vow of the king. Starting tomorrow morning, you are going to enter a state of spiritual martial law. 1. You will not speak the words still, busy, or tired for 30 days, not even as a joke. 2. You will perform the saltwater gargle every single night to bleach your vocal cords. 3. You will sit up and put your feet on the floor before your phone even enters your mind. If you do these 3 things, if you reconstruct your first 60 seconds, the angel of provision will finally stop ignoring you. He will see a man or a woman who has governed their own breath. And to the one who governs their breath, the master of the universe gives the power of the decree. You have the codes. You have the rituals. Now show me if you have the will. Go to the comments right now. Type, "I am the governor of my wealth." Seal this teaching into your nervous system. I am Rabbi Boaz. The gate is open. Walk through it or stay in the dark. The choice is yours. Click the link below. Begin your reconstruction. Shalom.